Sweet victory. Guys, Burgundy Ballers, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a victorious episode of the Ballin and Burgundy podcast. Yeah, Victory Monday, Victory Tuesday. Whenever you see this, let us tell you we had a victory. We finally won against the Atlanta Falcons. Way to go, A-Town down to Hotlanta and defeat those Atlanta Falcons 24-16. It was a game. What's up, Chris?
Oh, it was good. It was good. To say the least, that game was interesting.
It was interesting. Andrew and Justin are out. Justin's working. Andrew's got school stuff, so prayers up to them. Hope they do well. So it's just rocking the two of us, harkening back to the OG days where it was just me and Justin. So it's just the two of us. But let's get into this. 24-16, Commanders. It was 17-10 at halftime, and we turned around and make it 14-16. But we got here's the funny thing. We got outplayed.
Yeah.
On almost every single aspect of the game. We got outplayed.
And we still won?
So I'm going to throw up a few tweets like I normally do with these reactions. So shout out Grant Paulson on X. We got outgained 402 yards by the Falcons to our 193. Wow. We ran 29 fewer plays. We had 13 minutes of less time of possession, 2 less sacks taken, 2 less penalties. But we had worse third down efficiency, but we still won the game. 24-16.
That's crazy.
You want to know a big contributor to that?
3 interceptions.
Jamison Crowder.
That's true.
I haven't. You want a 61-yard punt return down to the 10, and it should have been a touchdown if he wasn't caught up by the punter and then slightly turned his head around as he was running. He could have had that for a touchdown.
Yeah.
But he switches, field position. He goes from about the 23-ish on our side down to the 10 on Atlanta. Sets up was that the Gibson touchdown?
Yeah, it set up the play action pass to Gibson for the touchdown.
In the flats, mind you, wide open in the flats. Use him more at receiver. But it is what it is. And then B-Rob had a touchdown. I believe Curtis had a touchdown.
Curtis did have a touchdown because we hit him on, I think, a in route or a slant over the middle.
It was a game. So here are the stats. Sam Howell went 14 of 23 for 151 and 3 touchdowns. Magnificent.
Yeah.
You want to know what Desmond Ridder did?
Let's see.
28 of 47, 307 yards, 2 touchdowns, but 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
Jamin Davis, Kendall Fuller, and Ben St. Juste came to play, and they said, you know what? We're going to steal from it. We're going to take those away.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Let's be real. The St. Juste interception, I think he got basically his redemption interception after Drake London basically was out, and they still gave him the catch, even though St. Juste is A, inbounds, and B, has the ball. But it wouldn't have mattered anyways because Montez Sweat was somehow offside, even though he wasn't even over the line of scrimmage, which makes no sense.
It was something. I wasn't able to watch the full game. I was at youth, because I am a youth leader for the folks who are my religious people. But I caught glimpses, I caught clips. I saw the good stuff, saw some of the bad stuff. Yeah, that was just weird. But defense somewhat came to play. They shut down the run game between Algier, Robinson, Desmond, and Cordell Patterson. Only gave up 106 yards rushing. Algier had the most, 13 carries for 51. Bijan only had 13 for 37. Ridder 2 for 18, and Cordell Patterson didn't even get a yard.
I think when we did the predictions, I think I said we would stop Bijan for under 100, but I said he would be over 50. So the fact that he didn't get over 50, I think shows maybe the defense maybe is coming back, you
somewhat.
know. Maybe
When it comes to the run, it definitely is coming better. It's just this pass that we need to get so much better at.
yeah.
Drake London was their leading receiver, 9 for 125, but no touchdowns. It was their tight ends. Kyle Pitts and Jonnu Smith had the 2 receiving touchdowns. But that happens. They play these 2-3 tight end sets. And Kyle Pitts on that opening drive had a touchdown, which he had no business because we could not cover the pass.
Yeah.
Gave up big chunk plays. When it comes to us, our leading rusher, B-Rob, 10 for 31.
Wow.
Chris Rodriguez, 4 for 23. Gibson, 3 for 15. Howell, 4 for 3. And Curtis Samuel didn't get a yard. So we had, 54, 70, it's called 80 yards, 75, 80 yards of total rush.
That's crazy.
72 yards of total rush, excuse me.
That's actually crazy.
It was nuts. I mean, Terry's going back into form. 6 receptions for 81 yards.
We need to get him
breaking these
involved every week.
We need to get him involved every week.
Especially this Sunday.
Jahan Dotson.
Oh my God. I wanna
we love him. He's our number 2. Should be our number 2. But how do you drop that pass?
Yeah, oh my God.
How?
I think he might have went in if he catches it.
Absolutely. If or at very least gets us in the red zone.
Yeah.
At the very least gets us into the red zone. But no, it literally just grazes the top of his fingertips.
Yeah.
And I think Sam was getting pressure too, and he got that ball off just in time.
Yeah, he did.
Jahan had a few, and I'll put the video up on during the edit. But he had a few, I think maybe 2-3 yards of separation, and just the ball just grazed his fingertips.
Yeah, literally just grazed it, and you're like,
I was like, are you kidding me right now? Oh, an offensive line. Y'all did play better, but you still gave up 5 sacks.
Yeah, and Sam Howell is on pace for like 99.
He's on pace for 96 sacks.
God dang, dude.
That is still 20 more than any other season in NFL history.
Dude.
And offensive line isn't entirely up to blame.
Yeah.
They're not entirely up to blame. He is holding that ball forever.
Yeah, like yesterday, there was a couple times where he did hold on to the ball. You know, I mean, over time, it's gonna get better and better, hopefully. But I mean, if he can get rid of that ball a little quicker, I think we'll be fine. But
Yep.
I mean, our offensive line didn't play too bad. I mean, yeah, we gave up 5 sacks, but some of those are on Howell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Put this in perspective. He has been sacked 34 times this season.
Damn.
34. It is week 6.
Damn.
So
yesterday,
let's call it 10 of those sacks are on Sam.
Yeah.
Still 24 times.
Yeah. And yesterday, heading into the game, before the game, he was already sacked 29 times.
Yep.
That I have no words for.
I get he's young. I get he's growing, but you've got to get rid of these balls.
Yeah.
You can't drop back. You can't do a 3-step drop back. You go through your 2-3 progressions, see nothing. You say, "Oh, let me try to see what else I can do." If you're trying to play hero ball, whatever. But if you're just dropping back and not seeing the pressure come, that's a mix of A, lack of awareness, and B, you just got to get rid of them.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather us lose yards. Like, if we go, let's say it's 1st and 10, and then it's 2nd and 5, and he drops back to pass. I would rather us say, hey, let's make this 3rd and 7. Because let's say he has to drop it off to Curtis in the flats. He gets taken for a 3-yard loss. I would rather take that than a 9 to 10 yard sack.
Yeah.
Because now it's 2nd and 15, 3rd and 17. Now you've got to pass. Now you know you can only be predictable.
Yeah.
Or if you drop it off, 3rd and 7 makes it a lot easier than 3rd and 14 on the sack.
And I question this. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it was after the St. Juice interception. We were obviously up, I think like 24-16 at this point.
Yep.
With 5 minutes to go in the game. Yes, they have all 3 timeouts. But why in the world are we throwing the ball on 1st down when we should have handed off, milked the clock, you know, maybe do a short little quick RPO pass or whatever on 2nd down, and then depending on 3rd down, we run it again or whatever, because that drive was incomplete on 1st down.
Yep.
2nd down, I believe, was a loss. I could be wrong. And 3rd down, then you obviously had to pass it. So it was just like, what was the plan for that drive? Because that could have been a put away drive where we could have just ran the clock out and won the game.
Yep. Well, first of all, if we ran it, we could say the same thing. Oh, now you lose yards. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Yeah.
And now you've got to pass again. But I agree. It's these 2-minute drills we cannot seem to do well on. Oh, and defense. Y'all might have played well yesterday. 3 sacks when 2 of them came from KC Hill. My God.
That's crazy.
3 interceptions. Great. Why was it only 3 sacks? And where was our 3rd down defense?
Yeah, I love to know.
Where is it? Go ahead.
I love to know where our 3rd down defense is, because we was getting madly cooked on 3rd down, bro.
Out of the 15 3rd down attempts they had, they succeeded on 5 of them. Oh, it's only 33%. And okay, 3 for 15, cool, because everyone's eventually going to pick up a 3rd down. But that first drive where they initially took the lead, they were picking up 3rd downs like it was this.
Yeah.
Whether it was Ritter scrambling, they were getting Pitts, getting Drake London. That first drive that the Falcons had was beautiful.
Yeah. Just imagine what the Giants are going to do.
I don't want to imagine that. Because I believe we started with the ball too. I think we lost the coin toss and the Falcons deferred, if I do remember correctly.
Yeah, because that's where we went down and kicked a field goal.
Yep.
And then we stalled out from there until, Crowder had the big return. And then we obviously scored, get a stop for once, actually.
Yep.
And then we scored again. I kid you not. I think if we did not have that big return from Crowder, which sparked us, we would have lost that game.
Yeah. Oh, so I was wrong. So first drive was the field goal from Joey Sly. That was 12 plays, 56 yards, took off 15 off the clock. And then they got the field, and then they returned it with a Kyle Pitts touchdown. And then the second quarter, we go Gibson touchdown, Curtis Samuel touchdown. They finish off with a field goal. We get the Robinson touchdown the 3rd. They get the Jonnu touchdown the 4th. And then they failed on the 2-point conversion. Beautifully. But, I mean, Desmond Ritter was the better thrower outside of the interceptions. Algier was the better rusher. London was obviously the better receiver. Like they outplayed us, and outside of I think fourth down conversions
Yeah.
and turnovers, they were the better team, stats wise.
I believe they were 1 for 2 on fourth downs because we stopped them on one and then we gave
Yeah.
up another one. I, the
They
question,
were they were 1 for 3.
yeah. So the question I have for Atlanta, and it makes me curious on why they did this, was going for two after they had scored.
Because that would have made it,
It would have made it a 6 point game, but
which would have been easier than an 8 point game.
yeah,
Turned out to be.
yeah. So I mean, at the end of the day, yeah, we won. But like I said, if it had not been for the Crowder return and the Falcons going for two,
Yep.
we would have lost that game.
Yeah.
100%.
I mean, Rom was right. It was an ugly, ugly road win.
Yeah,
It was an ugly win. Absolutely.
it was. And to me, I don't know for whatever reason though. To me, for some reason, I it felt like a preseason win. I almost thought.
A
Like
little bit.
even the regular season, I almost thought for a little it felt like a preseason win.
A little bit, yeah. I
Because
can
I
see that.
because I was just sitting there like, okay, yeah, we're up 17-7. You know, this is a regular season game. We need this one. But at the same time, I was just like thinking to myself, am I watching preseason?
Yeah.
So
It was weird
it,
because
it
we were giving up big plays, big plays, big plays, and then an interception. Giving up plays, interception.
yeah.
But like I will gladly take a 3 interception game from our defense after almost having none. I think we had
Yeah.
2 of the first 5 games, one from Forbes and one from Fuller. I think that was it.
Speaking of Forbes, I think our defense plays a lot better without him on the field.
He didn't play a snap this game.
Ooh.
Not a
Oh
snap.
man, that's bad.
But this is
For
some
a
of that hard coaching, I think. Remember that sign, Ron, they put up in the locker room? Do your job.
yeah, that was Ron Rivera.
You mean
Did that.
you mean finally show up and do your job like you're getting paid millions and to do.
Millions. Yeah.
I hope you do your job.
So that begs the question because last year I think our three cornerbacks were Fuller, St. Juice, and was it Danny Johnson?
It might have been.
That begs me the question of does our defense or secondary at least seem like it played better, which it did, but does it play better without Emmanuel Forbes being out there?
I think Forbes being a rookie is a new addition, so the chemistry isn't all there compared to Forrest and Curl and Reeves and Fuller and Juice because they already have that team chemistry from
Yeah,
last year and from 21. Now you had a young rookie in. It's going to change some things up. So I don't want to say he plays better because this is the first game that we've played without him.
yeah,
And now did they look good? They looked good, not great, good. I mean, you gave up 300 yards in the air. Shouldn't have happened, but it is what it is. But we've said it before, it's going to take time. Forbes wasn't going to be an overnight sensation.
no, he wasn't.
It took Sauce a good bit. Well, maybe not Sauce, but it's taken some of these guys a good bit to start turning it around.
Yeah,
So if we could play 5 more games without Forbes playing, and all of a sudden we're a top 10 unit in the league, okay, there may be questions to be have, but you could still chalk that up to rookie inexperience.
yeah.
So I don't know if it's better or if it's just getting back to the roots.
I think I honestly think they play better without certain guys out there, to be
Like
honest.
I think they played without Cody Barton the few times they did.
Yeah.
Because our boy Kalik Hudson came to play. He made some big plays
Why he isn't starting, I have no idea.
because they paid Cody Barton like 3-year contract. That's why. No, Kalik played great. We should play
Yeah.
him more. Oh, and Cornelius Lucas. You're welcome
He
on this
did
offensive. You're welcome on this offensive line anytime. He didn't give up
yeah.
a pressure
Or a sack.
or sack. Everyone else did. But with saying that, prayers, love, condolences, out to the Leno family, Charles, his wife. There was I believe it was a miscarriage. If I understand correctly, if not, please, tell me in the comments or on Instagram. Hey, it was this, not that. But there was something when it came to family and giving birth that was a major complication. And they lost their daughter, which is, I mean, for those who lost, siblings, a family friend, that hurts. But when it's your own family, like your little girl, it hurts the most. So prayers, love, condolences, the whole nine to Charles Leno and his family. Um, because that's just a terrible situation. So as much as we sit here and say, victory Monday, Lucas played great because it came of a terrible situation that I don't wish on anyone. I wouldn't wish this on Cowboys fans. I wouldn't wish this on, my worst enemies. Now, parents turn out to be something else, but everyone deserves a chance to live. And this was just a bad situation. So prayers up to them. I don't want to harp on this too long, but seriously, love, prayers, all that out there, and all Burgundy Ballers, send prayers to them. Whether it's the comments, whether it's on Instagram, whether you set up a GoFundMe for them or something, or they have a charity going on, just send all the prayers out to the Leno family that you can. But yeah, I think Lucas can absolutely come back. I think he should start over Wiley because Leno's pretty decent. But start him over Wiley because I think Wiley is a liability. Wiley is driving on the road without insurance and you get in a car accident and it's your fault. Wiley is dropping your phone in the toilet and then it falls on the floor without a screen protector on. That is a liability. I think he's giving up a sack or two every single week. Multiple pressures every single week.
And where's that guy Trent Scott we signed? That tackle from, I believe it was Pittsburgh.
Healthy, inactive. Just like our rookie DN and KJ Henry, just like our rookie linebacker and Andre Jones Jr., just like our rookie the rookie Mitchell Tinsley, the receiver. Healthy
He
and
might
active.
not be a bad fit for this offense, Mitchell Tinsley. After what I saw in preseason, I thought he'd be a good fit. But
we all thought he would play on special teams, play as like a third down receiver. Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's at home. I don't know if he's back in Ashburn, just at the facility working out. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Because now it's the trade deadline coming up soon. Are you going to trade Chase? If so, are you going to? Because now you've opened up the return window for F.A. Obata. You're going to rotate him in. You're obviously rotating Casey Tuhill in. You should be rotating in KJ Henry, who you traded up for.
Yeah.
You traded up for the Clemson edge rusher, who you refused to use, even though he made the 53. Oh, but you can't have all 53 on the sideline of the game. So send Wiley to the inactive. sign one of the tight ends to the inactive. Why aren't you starting him? Why aren't you trying to use Ricky Stromberg, who you picked in the 3rd round as college football's best blocking center last season? Why aren't you using him?
And then proceeds to get run over his first snap against the Cardinals.
Which fine, because that's gonna happen regardless. You're gonna get bull rushed eventually.
Yeah.
But like Nick Gates is getting penalty after penalty after pressure after sack.
Sucks, low key.
He's bad. I don't think he's built to play center. He might be built to play guard, but we've got decent guards in Charles, in Sadiq Charles, and in Sam Cosmi.
Yeah.
So I for the life of me, don't know why. Like, I was okay with the Wiley signing because I was on that bandwagon of he played with EB. He played an upgrade on his tackle. We need his offensive line help. So you remember this. I was for it.
Yeah.
And I said 2 weeks ago, I'm eating my crow. I was wrong. I want him out immediately.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw we signed Nick Gates, I said, "Oh Lord," because he's been injury prone with the Giants. It's not a name you hear. And you know who I would have? We could have taken in the 2nd round or traded back for in the 1st round. John Michael Schmitz.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted that motherfucker badly.
Yep.
But I will take Stromberg because I think he was the 2nd best center in that draft. So it's not a bad consolation prize.
Yeah.
But I would have taken him over Forbes or Martin.
Yeah.
So I don't. They need to just get it together. Preseason should have been the time where you find that perfect mix of vet and young, but they didn't. You keep killing Sam back there. Yeah. Every game after the 2nd or 3rd sack, I'm like, all right, now double it right now because you know it's coming.
Yeah.
The moment you see they've given up the 3rd sack, you're like, yep, here comes the downhill.
And just wait till we play Philadelphia.
Philly, we didn't give up that many. I think they only gave up 6. Which I say 6 like it's this little bit. We played Philly week 4?
Yeah. We gotta play him week 8.
Yeah. Week 4. We only gave up 5 sacks to Philly.
Okay. Only 5?
Only 5. That's about our median average is 5 to 6 a game.
That's true.
Which is garbage.
They better tighten up against the Giants on Sunday.
Well, I mean, if because it's probably going to be against Tyrod Taylor.
Oh, yeah, probably. But it is supposed to rain up there.
Which is good for us because B-Rob should eat.
Depends what Eric Bieniemy wants to do then.
Ain't that the truth? But yeah, this offensive line needs to get it together. Sam's got to stop holding the ball for
forever. Just wait till we play Dallas on Thanksgiving.
Oh, I don't know if we can get the Niners versus Cowboys. If we can get those Cowboys, if we can get the Cowboys who don't know how to stop this Chargers offense, because we're recording this Monday night, so it's Chargers and Cowboys, and hopefully the Cowboys lose. That means the Commanders are the only ones who won the NFC East this week. If we can have that Cowboys, the Cowboys that lost to Arizona, if we can have that those Cowboys show up, absolutely, we can put up 30. If it's the Cowboys that decide to smoke the Giants week 1, yeah, it's gonna be a long night.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. But yeah, it's gonna be a relatively short episode because that's gonna wrap things up. It's just the 2 of us, so we got through things quickly. So yeah, Victory Monday, Victory Tuesday. Victory is thy name. Finally, if we can smell and taste the sweetness that is known as victory after 3 weeks of just pure misery.
Yep.
But yeah, we go down to the ATL. take care of the Falcons, come back. All love for Taylor Heineke. I wish him nothing but the best, but we had to do it to him. We had to do it to his new team. Do it to his new team. But yeah, go on to 3-3, which is somehow the best record by week 7 by week 6 under this Ron Rivera era.
That's
best. He's got to be gone by the end of the season. I think this is his last season.
Unless they make the playoffs.
Even if we make the playoffs, I think it's his last season. I don't see him making this year. But we talked about that before. I'm sure we'll talk about it again during the season after every loss. Ron needs to go home. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up. Anything else you want to add, Chris?
No, let's just go get a victory against the Giants. New week, new beef.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? It's either new week, new win, or new week, new grief. It's one of the two. But like I said, wrap things up here, guys. Remember, hit like and subscribe here on the channel. Head over to Instagram. Go follow all of us over there. Head over to TikTok. Go follow us all over there. For those who aren't subscribed, please subscribe. It helps us out here at the channel. We have over 60% of the viewers not subscribed. That kills us. We want those subscribers. We want you guys to comment in the comment sections. Let us know, did we do a good job? What should we improve on? How the Commanders look? How did your team do? If you're not a Commanders fan, let us know how your team did, how you could improve your team. Let us know down in the comments. We want to hear your voices. We've got big things for this season. We want to hear from more of you. Whether you're a Patriots fans, I'm sorry. Whether you're a Panthers fans, I'm really sorry. Whether you're a Niners fan, y'all lost to the Browns. It is what it is. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, like, subscribe, do all that, and don't forget to stay ballin'. We'll see y'all out there.